What is going on YouTube? It's your boy DB Sarda, and I am back with another video. So today's video, I'm going to be doing some plastic dipping on Vision. You'll see more after this lit intro. Let's get it. So I'm gonna be taking Vision to get cleaned up real quick. It rained here, so got a little rainwater dust on him, but nothing too major. I'll get him cleaned up real quick, and then I'm gonna be changing out the color of that spoiler. This is just plastic dip, so that can come right out. The color I'll be changing it to, I'll show you guys shortly. So I'm gonna do a quick cold start for you. Started out Vision over a week, so it should be a nice little cold start. Should be decent. Spoiler, the color on it, not changing it out, but just changing the color on it. So, alright, just want to give it a nice little cold start. I'll do a walk around before I go ahead and change it. Alright, be back in a sec. Let's get it. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick walk around and let you guys see what it looks like. And then we're going to go ahead and take off that back spoiler. So that's what it looks like right now. And again, that's just plastic dip. That should peel right off. It's gonna take a minute to peel it off probably because it's been on there for a while. But anyway, it should just peel right off. It shouldn't be that difficult to peel off. I think it's gonna look better with that yellow spoiler on there because it's gonna just match the calipers and the little money collar on the side, the yellow tent in the window, the yellow bow tie in the back. Something else back here, yellow, yeah, this bow tie back here, this one. So I think it's gonna look pretty good. So just a quick walk around, before and after, it's all good. Still need to replace them headlights. I got them. I've just been busy, man. I haven't did a video in a couple of weeks. Been busy with work and stuff like that anyway. But the grind don't stop, man. It's all good. So, be back in a sec. Let's get it. Alright, so I'm back at the house and yeah, I'm about to start removing the little bolts right here to take it off. So you got those four. And then you have to remove this piece right here. And then that one and that one. To get to, you see right back there. There's one. I can't see it. Yeah, you can see it. It's right back there. Get to that one on that side. And there's another one right there. Right back there. So you have to remove that piece. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. I'm not gonna do it on camera because it just removing some bolts, that's all you're doing. Removing that one, those two, that one, and the ones back there. Alright, so I'm about to do that off camera. And then I'll start the peeling process to let you see what that look like. And hopefully it comes out pretty easy. So I'll be back in a sec. Let's get it. Alright, just wanted to show you guys real quick, you know, what it looks like once you start pulling it out. So once you get this off, and then you pull this little third brake light out. I want you to see those screws. So it's that screw, that one, and that one you have to take out, then you're all set. That one, okay, there we go, we're focusing now a little bit. All right, so anyway, you have to pull those out next, and then it just comes right off, right? So again, that's just for those of you that want to see what those screws look like, because it was in back of the this little third brake light right here. You probably couldn't see it. All right, so that's just for you guys in case you had any questions. All right, back in a sec, let's get it. Alrighty, so I got that off, and what I'm about to do, well, I've already wiped this down. I'm gonna wipe it down again before I put it back on once I finish painting, but I got him off and back up. Let's see what it looked like. And I got it right here. I'm about to set up and start peeling this off and see how hopefully easy it come off. Hopefully. So I'm about to set up my camera stand so you guys can see how I do that. Alright, so be back in a sec. Let's get it. Alright, so let me find, number one, let me put my camera on my stand. And I have to find a little soft spot on the on here. I hope I'm in frame, but I have to find a little soft spot on here to start peeling it. It's been on there for a minute. When I say a minute, months. So see how I'm gonna get started. Start digging to it right there. That is not going. See, it's been on there for so long, it'll probably just break up more than peel. I don't know. So it's gonna take me a minute. If it's just gonna break up, it's gonna take me a minute to get it off there. I want it to peel. Let's see. Once I get it started, we Gucci. We're gonna be good. Anyway, so it's gonna take me a minute to get this going. So what I'm gonna do is do it off camera, because I already knew. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me get a little stick pin I have over here in my drawer and run it in there and see if I can just put that in there to pull up some of the plastic dip in it for the hole, and I can just grab it and start peeling it. But I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera, and then I'll let you guys know how I did it. So, because I don't want to bore you guys with this part right here. Only thing you guys want to see is probably me painting it, all right? Or plastic dipping it. All right, so anyway, let me get this started. I'll be back in a sec. Let's get it. Alright, so real quick, as you can see, I got it going. So I'm gonna just go ahead and peel this off. It's gonna be off camera. Only thing I did was took a I have this little stick pin, and I just started working it underneath it until I got it to start coming up. And as you can see, I got it coming. I'm gonna just start peeling this off now. So again, I'm gonna do it off camera. Probably not something you guys want to see anyway, but anyway, you just peel it off. All I'm doing is gonna be peeling this off, the little plastic dip. Alright, so I'll be back in a second. Let me go ahead and get this off. And then we're gonna start I'm gonna just clean this off real good, and then I'll start the plastic dipping. Alright, be back in a sec. Let's get it. Alright, so my package has arrived. I just dropped them off. That's right here. So that's gonna be my plastic dip. So that was perfect timing. Show you guys. I got one side peeled off already. I'm just gonna peel off the other side, and we good to go. So I got that side off. Like I said, I'm gonna do the other side, and then that's it. Clean him up. Got my plastic dip right here. That was perfect timing. And yeah, about to get it cracking. I'll be back in a sec. Let's get it. Alright, finally got him all cleaned up. And this was a headache. Let me explain the process real quick. So one side peeled off real easy, no problem. But the other side, I couldn't get it. It kept just, because I had the plastic dip too thin, and I knew that in the beginning, but I was just hoping that it would, you know, peel off pretty easy. But one side did. So I got one side on there really, really good. Then the other side was really thin. So it took forever to get that side off. So what I had to do, because it kept breaking every time I tried to get it going, it took me like an hour. Well, let me see. It was around 45 minutes I was fighting with this thing. And then I said, you know what the heck, I gave up. I went on YouTube to see where, you know, how to get off thin plastic dip. And one of the solutions was this. Yep, that Goo Gone got it off. I put that on there and said, let it sit. For those of you that need to hear this, if you have, if you put on some thin plastic dip and it's hard to get off, it won't peel off, let it sit. Put some Goo Gone on there, let it sit for a half an hour. I let it sit for like 15-20 minutes and it just comes right off. You just wipe it right off. So anyway, it's all prepped. I got it all cleaned up. Since the Goo Gone that was on there, I had to get that off because you don't want to try to paint it with that Goo Gone residue on there. It's not gonna come out right. So I got it all cleaned up and ready to go. So I'm about to start the first coat. Give me 1 sec, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get set up and yeah, let's get it. All right, so got my plastic dip. It's gonna be the color yellow. All right, got my little gun, we ready to go. So I'll show you the first couple of coats, and then you'll see the end result. All right, so let's spray on the first one. Make sure we're good here. Yep. All right, so the first one. And coming off and going on back on. Nice and smooth. Starting from here, so you don't have that. All right, so I start from the cardboard so you don't see that. You know, if you start spraying, for instance, let me show you. If I start here, see how I'm gonna make that a little thick. No, we don't want that, because then you're gonna have that on your paint as well. So on your spoiler. So you want to start off and bring it on like that. Come on across and do the same thing coming back. All right, so I know how well you can see that I'm doing that with using my holding the camera with one hand, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing. All right, so that's the first coat. We'll be back in a second. I'm gonna let this dry for like 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, and then we're gonna put on a second coat. All right, be back in a sec. Let's get righty. Time for the second coat. It's been like 12 minutes. All right. That's the second coat. See that yellow starting to break through a little bit there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and knock these out. I know it's gonna take around at least 6 or 7 coats, but I'm gonna put it on thick. Because again, when I did the last time I did the plastic dip on the black one, well, when I made it black, like I said before, it was hard to come off because I put it on there so thin. It was black, and so it, you know, overshadowed the red, but I put it on there so thin, it was on one side that it was hard to get off. I had to use that Goo Gone, but anyway, so that's how it's looking so far. You see the yellow is breaking through. I think that yellow will look pretty good when you get this side. Then, like I say, when I come back, you'll see the final product. All right. Back in a sec. Let's get it. All right, so I think it turned out pretty good. I put 10 coats on this thing. Put it on real thick this time. Unlike last time, and I didn't have enough on really for the most part, because when it was time to peel off that black, the way too thin. I have to use the glue gun on one side to get it off, but that turned out pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and slap it on the car. I said earlier in the video I was gonna put it on tomorrow, the next day, but it's been sitting here for hours now, and it's not tested it, touched it a few times, not handled it too much, but it's pretty dry. I'll go ahead and put it on. So, all right, it turned out pretty good. Go ahead and slap it on, and I'll be back in a sec. Let's get it. So it's a little bit later in the day now, but it's still enough sunlight out. Let you guys see what it looked like. All right, so without further ado, let's get into it. That looks good. That looks really good. It blends in really nice. It gives it a more of a complementary look than that black. Yeah, that looks good, man. Damn. So it goes with the caliper, go with the MC decal right there. Go with the bow tie. Go with this branding in the back. Yeah, I think that turned out really well. So, do the last little walk around. Yeah, I think that turned out real good, man. You know what y'all think? It's your boy D. Sorry, back with another one. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. All good, man. Show some love. Boy, D. Broussard, I'm out.